All right, everybody, good afternoon. Thanks so much for watching News Now. Pilar Arias here with you. I have been on the News Now set since 12 o'clock Arizona time. I'd like to say hello, happy Tuesday. Me, Mike, and Christy are busy preparing for tomorrow, the impeachment hearings. It's going to be all hands on deck, same as today, in preparation of tomorrow. So that means the News Now stream will be ending at 8 o'clock tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, so we can all get some rest overnight and be ready bright and early tomorrow to bring you the best impeachment coverage that you will find anywhere. It'll be right here on News Now on television, Fox 10 Extra, Channel 45, Cable 9, as well as right here. It's going to be a little bit different than we've done other major high-profile hearings, and there's going to be some extra content included, so we cannot wait to be here with you tomorrow. We are all looking forward to some, not necessarily extended coverage, but more in-depth coverage as well. So your News Now host trio going to be here with you tomorrow, streaming and on TV. Again, hope you're having a fabulous day. Feel free to let me know where you are watching from. Is it as cold as it currently looks in this live picture? Take a look at this. Matter of fact, I'm being told this is New York City, where I'm going to actually look up what the temperature is right now. Let me see. It says that it is 35 degrees, so just a little bit colder than it is here in the valley. And the reason I'm asking, unfortunately, I've got some top stories ready to go for you, and it turns out the wicked weather has already turned deadly.
The shovels and snowplows are out in force more than 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. Parts of the Midwest are digging out from a massive snow dump. More snow is in the forecast. Areas like upstate New York might see a foot of snow when it's all over, enough to pose serious threats to travel.
Don't spaz out and try to yank your wheel.
I'm trying to leave late so that I can see, if maybe there's fewer people on the roads, than there would be.
Several deaths are attributed to car accidents caused by slippery conditions in Michigan and Kansas.
It's pretty rough. I have all-wheel drive and I slid. I almost hit a tree.
It only took a few inches of snow at Chicago's O'Hare Airport to push an airplane off the runway Monday. More than 1,000 other flights at O'Hare and Midway were canceled, and more disruptions are likely. For tens of millions of people across the U.S., it's time for the big chill. Folks from the southern plains and the Great Lakes are bracing for a possible 2 days of record cold temperatures. Here in Chicago, the high Tuesday is barely expected to climb above 20 degrees, around 7 degrees colder than the previous record for November 12th. Other parts of the country are experiencing weather whiplash. Temperatures in Denver soared past 70 degrees over the weekend, then crashed down to 14 degrees on Monday.
Today it's 70, tomorrow it's 80, and then it's 50, 20. My bones won't take it.
Overall, some 240 million people across the nation will face some kind of weather warning or advisory through Thursday. In Chicago, Mike Tobin, Fox News.
Meanwhile, here in Phoenix, Arizona, taking a live look from our South Mountain Tower cam, and I'm going to go to our website and see exactly what the temperature is. It is reading 77 degrees here in the valley. So yeah, zero complaints, absolutely, positively beautiful out here. Continuing on with our top stories from across the country, this next one is about an 11-year-old shot and killed in a house. And we are hearing that a relative is in custody. Let's get the details.
Police offered comfort to the victim's mother as she arrived, panicked, on the 5700 block of Haddington Lane Monday. In the dining room of their home, just before noon, her 11-year-old son had been fatally shot in the chest, apparently, say police, by his 19-year-old brother.
There's always a chance it's an accident. I mean, we don't have any indication one way or another. There's two people there. The brother will be interviewed. I would like to believe it was an accident, but it doesn't change the results.
Police say the 19-year-old rushed outside after the shooting and went door to door begging neighbors for help. Police took him into custody a few minutes later and a few blocks away. At one point, via Skyfox, he can be seen falling to his knees. An officer picks him up and carries him to the van that took him to be questioned by authorities. Neighbors say this family had lived on this well-established block for just a couple of years. They're stunned by the shooting.
It's a friendly neighborhood. Everybody get along. Everybody mostly retired on this neighborhood. And it's kind of shocking to see that happen.
The fact that my son has to walk past just to go to his block to see stuff like this is sad. For any parent to go through anything like this, it's sad.
Sad and preventable, say authorities. This is just the latest fatal shooting of a young child in Philly of late. Police say the handgun used in this killing was found in the dining room. Authorities don't believe any firearms were registered to this address, but even if the gun was legal, says the acting police commissioner, it should not have been in the hands of a 19-year-old with an 11-year-old present.
It's just one more glaring reason why people who shouldn't have guns shouldn't have guns.
A News Now just checked in from northern Idaho saying that it's freezing conditions up there, yet they are all still in shorts. I'm going to call that News Now a trooper for sure. And yes, we do read your YouTube comments. We chatted up with you, me, Mike, and Christy. We are always on the YouTube chat. That is us. We're interacting with you because that's a major part of the News Now experience. You get to talk with us. And don't forget, we're all on social media as well. Just search for our names on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You'll probably find us, and we'll be happy to interact with you as well when we are not streaming. The next time I can think where it would be a weekday where we are not streaming is Christmas Day. So heads up there, everybody. Continuing on with our top stories from across the country. Again, my name is Pilar Arias. Thank you so much for being here. This next one I have for you is about the Coast Guard rescuing 4 men who were stranded for hours in a boat.
A Coast Guard helicopter was called in to rescue 3 UMaine students and a warden from a boat in the Penobscot River.
We can't get a boat in this section of the river because the water's so low, a lot of metal, a lot of rebar, a lot of rocks.
Old Town Fire was called just before 4 on Monday for 3 people trapped in a boat. We're told the UMaine students were having a hard time getting their boat out of the river and were looking for an easier area to do so when it became stuck on a rock.
A warden attempted a rescue and his boat became submerged and he ended up in the boat with them. At that point it was dark. Forestry's unable to fly after dark.
Hildreth said there were no other agencies to call, so a Coast Guard helicopter from Cape Cod had to assist.
Traveled a long ways to get here, did a fantastic job. It's great that all these agencies can work together when we need to.
Nobody on board was injured, just cold.
In no way is this a safe area to be in, especially middle of November.
Hildreth says they're still going to be evaluated as a precaution. In Bradley, I'm Rachel Mann for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
All right, a couple more top stories ready to show you before we go to the, don't quote me, I know I'm going to mess this up, Alpha Magnetic Spectrometer Overview Briefing, AMS for short, from NASA. It's going on right now. I have been recording since the beginning, and I'm going to bring it to you after these top stories on News Now. So Tracy Carrasco is here to get us all caught up in the world of business briefs.
Pacific Gas and Electric Company reportedly offering $13.5 billion in compensation to victims of California wildfires. The devastating flames were sparked by the utility's power lines. The proposed payout is part of a restructuring plan for PG&E, which filed for bankruptcy in January. The utility could be taken over by the state of California if it fails to reorganize. Dean Foods filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, and it may sell the company off to the Dairy Farmers of America. The company says it needs to address debt and unfunded pension obligations while it puts the company up for sale. And more bad news for Nissan. Earnings for the latest quarter plunged 70% from a year ago, and the company lowered its sales guidance for the full year. The automaker is still struggling to get its finances back on track following the arrest of former chairman Carlos Ghosn last year. In New York, I'm Tracy Carrasco, Fox Business.
All right, I got one final top story for you, at least in this segment on News Now, and it is health related. So how do sleep and a better paycheck correlate? Do they? Let's find out.
Can getting a little bit of extra sleep increase your salary? Well, that's what data suggests. If you get more sleep and better quality sleep, chances are you're going to be more productive at work, get further ahead, and make more money. In fact, researchers have found that if we start kids off a little later in school, dividends over 10 years will increase tremendously, with tremendous increases in salary, because why? Kids will be more rested and they will become better workers. Now, sleep is critical, and I have to tell you that people in general are sleep deprived. We all don't get enough sleep. This leads to mistakes, less productivity at work, and even more stress. So listen, folks, you need to get more quality rest. It may actually improve your wealth. I'm Dr. Mike Sirigliano with the Fox News Medical Team.
All right, thanks so much, Dr. Mike. Hey, everybody, look at these gorgeous fall colors at the White House. Unless we go to like northern Arizona, we don't really get to experience fall here in Arizona. The valley is what I'm really speaking of. See the difference? White House, the valley. White House, the valley. I'm going to go back for the White House for fall colors anyway. I will tell you, I did recently go on a hike last weekend at the Boyce Thompson Arboretum. There were some fall desert colors out there, which were nice to see. I may post a picture of that on my Facebook later. Please, please, please like me on Facebook. All you got to do is search Pilar Arias or Pilar Fox 10, Pilar Arias FOX 10, Pilar Arias, Pilar Fox 10. See you there. I appreciate all the new likes. There's currently 4,467 of you watching, and there was almost 30,000 watching President Trump earlier with Mike Page when News Now was also on Fox 10 Extra. We call it a simulcast, Channel 45, Cable 9. Again, thank you to each and every one of you who watch, but especially those of you who are here every single day, all day. Please like, share, subscribe. Let your friends, your family, your neighbors, everybody you know about us right here. The more, the merrier. And one of my favorite questions to ask you all is, what sort of device are you watching us on? Are you on a smartphone? Are you on a tablet? Are you on a PC? Let me know. Again, thanks for being here regardless of where you are, how you're watching. We appreciate it. That NASA news conference is coming up in just moments.